Antibiotics are commonly found in our daily life. When we get sick from either flu or cold, the doctor usually tells us to consume every dose and don't miss any dose even you are fine now. Why does the doctor tell us that? Today, our group is willing to present antibiotics to let everyone acknowledge and briefly understand the basics of antibiotics, including the history of antibiotics, types of antibiotics, how do antibiotics work, risks and side effects, and the importance of antibiotics. If everyone is ready, let's get started.
The story of antibiotics began in 1928 with a surprising discovery by Alexander Fleming. While conducting experiments in his laboratory, he noticed that a mold called Penicillium notatum had accidentally contaminated one of his petri dishes and was killing the surrounding bacteria. This accidental observation led to the development of the penicillin, which would become the world's first antibiotic and change the course of medical history. In the early 1940s, as World War II raged, the demand for effective treatments for infected wounds grew. Penicillin was mass-produced and quickly became a game-changer on the battlefield. It drastically reduced the number of deaths and the amputation caused by infected wounds, saving thousands of soldiers. Its miraculous effect earned it worldwide recognition as a breakthrough in medicine. Following the success of penicillin, scientists continued to explore the world of antibiotics, discovering new ones like streptomycin and tetracycline. These drugs were effective against a wider range of infections, including tuberculosis and pneumonia, which had previously been fatal. The discovery of these antibiotics marked a turning point in medical science, giving doctors the ability to treat many life-threatening diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries.
Industrial monument to the miracle drug. Mass production penicillin plant at Terre Haute, Indiana, one of many where the life-saving medicine is now being manufactured wholesale. Tons of mold like that you've seen on spoiled foods are processed by rapid fermentation. The penicillin culture is then dehydrated. Each fermentation batch of 12,000 gallons yields about 15 gallons of concentrated penicillin.
So there are different types of antibiotics, and one of the few types you see here is called the macrolides, which is a type of antibiotic used to treat respiratory tract infection and also infection in the genitals, in the gastrointestinal tract. It is also used to treat sexually transmitted infections as well. The first version of this drug was made in 1952. It was first used as an alternative to penicillium for people who are allergic to penicillium, and the way it eliminates bacteria is by binding to its ribosome, which stops the bacteria from producing further any more protein. And one of the biggest side effects to this drug is that it may cause stomach irritation. And another type of antibiotic is known as the aminoglycoside, which is used to treat infections caused by gram-negative bacteria, which is a type of bacteria that is known for its high resistance towards antibiotics. Just like macrolides, it stops or eliminates bacteria by stopping the bacteria from making more protein. And the biggest side effects to this drug is that it may cause damage to your ears and kidneys, which is why you are given a limited dosage of this drug that is enough to eliminate the bacteria but not enough to harm the body.
Everyone may have taken antibiotics once, but do you truly know how to eat it? Antibiotics are types of medicines used for killing bacteria and preventing bacterial infections. When the invading bacteria enter our body, white blood cells kill them instantly. Sometimes, white blood cells can resist the invading bacteria, so it causes bacterial infections within our body, and that is the reason why we get sick. Antibiotics can be divided into two types, such as bactericidal antibiotics and bacteriostatic antibiotics. First, bactericidal antibiotics are only used to kill and disrupt bacteria to stop creating the cell wall. After we take an antibiotic, it will be dissolved and travel to our body through the bloodstream as small molecules. When antibiotics fight the pathogen, it will target and kill those invaders. However, bactericidal antibiotics do not kill only bad bacteria, but also kill a good bacteria surrounding. Secondly, bacteriostatic antibiotics are used to stop bacteria from multiplying and slow the process of bacterial growth during DNA replication. These antibiotics allow our immune system to kill them instead.
Even though antibiotics are medicines that help our organisms fight bacteria, they can also have unintended consequences on our health. One of the most common side effects of antibiotics is digestive problems. Many people experience nausea, diarrhea, or stomach pain when taking antibiotics because these drugs kill not only harmful bacteria, but also the beneficial ones in our gut. This imbalance in gut bacteria can lead to discomfort and other digestive issues. Another risk of using antibiotics is allergic reactions. Some people may develop rashes, swelling, or itching, and in more serious cases, they could experience difficulty breathing. Though allergic reactions are rare, they can be life-threatening, so it is crucial to seek medical help if any unusual symptoms occur. Even if you've taken antibiotics before, you can still develop an allergy over time. A more hidden but equally dangerous issue is the effect of antibiotics on our body's natural balance. Antibiotics can sometimes weaken your immune system in the long run, as your body becomes more dependent on external medications to fight infections. Overuse can disrupt the body's ability to fight off bacteria on its own, making you more vulnerable to the infections in the future. Now, if we talk about the most concerning long-term risk, that is antibiotic resistance. This happens when bacteria evolve and become resistant to the antibiotics meant to kill them. Misusing antibiotics, such as not finishing a prescribed course or using them for viral infections like the flu, can make this problem much worse. Over time, this can lead to infections that are harder or even impossible to treat.
Why are antibiotics important? Antibacterial as well as antiviral activity of a molecule is completely associated with the compounds that provincially kill bacteria and virus or slow down their rate of growth without being extensively toxic to nearby tissues. Antibiotics are used to treat or prevent some types of bacterial infection. They kill bacteria or prevent them from reproducing and spreading.
In conclusion, while antibiotics are valuable tools in modern medicine, they must be used wisely. Remember that antibiotics are not a cure-all. They only work against bacterial infections, not viral infections like the cold or flu. If you're ever unsure whether you need antibiotics, always ask your doctor. By doing so, you can help protect both your health and the effectiveness of these important medicines for the future.
Bueno, pillo.